company, we are involved in doing CRM. We are involved in doing OSS and BSS software and in production support. And we are product testing organization, and the organization which I come from is purely from an organization called TIS, Test Technology Integration Services. This TIS is primarily a 30-year-old. We have testing centers, not as service-based centers in Dallas, Seattle, Toronto, St. Louis, Sao Paulo, and we are in Mumbai, looking at a COE, Pune, and Vietnam. The testing which we do is on all types of testing which you have been listening since morning. I don't want to go into the details. It's functional, non-functional, and automation. Primarily, we are doing all this testing for our own products. It's indigenous testing. We are not a testing center of excellence per se. Today, as I stand in front of you from the Nelson Hall and Technavio report, we are having a market share which is 13%, and on the Technavio is a leading firm to do global software testing. We are at 52% in terms of the leadership which we carry. And this is a catalog of testing. So coming to the topic, I have put a very small agenda just to tell that when we did Scrum, we had some problems. When we did Kanban, we had some problems. I'll talk about what is Scrum and Kanban for those who are new to it. And I'm going to say why I'm going to do Scrum-Ban. And you can tell me why you should not do Scrum-Ban, so I'm not trusting any model on you. And we are going to compare Scrum, Kanban, and the so-called hybrid model. And if time permits, I would like to see a case study how Deloitte has done it as a company. Okay? So, before I get into it, how many of you are using Agile or following Agile? Okay. You said? कुछ प्रॉब्लम है आपके साथ में Agile के साथ है? You're finding Agile okay? Backlog, okay. That's your concern? Good point. Any other point? No problems? Documentation is less. Okay, good. Let us hear from the man who is driving the Agile Test Alliance, Aditya. Documentation is less, they say, sir. Okay. So as I hear from Aditya, who is a co-founder of QAAgility, a friend of mine, he is of the view that in the garb of Agile, we have short-circuited process. How many of you agree with me? 2. You can raise your hands, you can interact. See, I'm not going to give you any theory here. I'm going to make it more interesting. Yes, 2 of you said agreed. So let me hear from you. Good. We got that word, Aditya, which we keep getting in Agile Test Alliance meetup, catch-up meetings. Mini waterfall. Okay, good. I would really say all of you give a big hand to this lady. Yeah. I actually coming to that concept, a mini waterfall, or a lot of overlapping waterfalls in the form of sprints. Okay. Very good point. Very good point. Very understandable, you're realized soul, enlightened soul now. You're an enlightened soul of Agile because you understood what it is. Okay. Any other problem? She's right. We started doing Agile, we wanted to be fast, but in the garb, we were told that you do less documentation to even the extent is that we stopped documenting defect. All defects were put on the board in the form of sticky notes and arrays, then people don't know what is getting fixed, what is not getting fixed. If I see the QC, it is empty. If I see my any test defect tracking tool, I ask my guy who is doing Agile, कहाँ पे है कुछ है कि नहीं है? सर ये सब हो गया सर, हमें टूल नहीं चाहिए. कर लिया सर. अब ज़्यादा मत पूछिए, सब हो गया है. Agile हो गया सर. तो प्रोजेक्ट कल डिलीवर हो रहा है। प्रोजेक्ट सर आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं, प्रोजेक्ट का पोस्टमार्टम मीटिंग है आज, हमने प्रोजेक्ट तो कल डिलीवर कर ही दिया है। तो जॉब हैज बीन डन। ओके, नंबर 1. नंबर 2, yes.
I totally agree with the point. Like
You totally agree with her? That's why.
no, Aditya.
With Aditya, yes, yes.
The thing is, I really don't understand whether to apply this methodology to a project or not. There should be some criteria. Like some projects cannot be worked in like
Absolutely
this
right.
way,
Absolutely right. I told you, no, you can't do this Agile, Scrum, XP, DSDM, Crystal, that you name it. You can't do anything for everything. That's why I said you make your cocktail and run your life.
Yeah, but the takeout and the interpretation is like, okay, by using Agile, anything can be made.
Exactly.
Like, beautiful. Which is not.
Which is not. Good. So the first point which is coming is become a mini waterfall. Velocity is the name of the game. Fine. Good for startups, good for people who want to do things fast. Absolutely right. But for people who want to develop a product where you have to really log things, recreate things, rediscover things, this is something which we have to discuss whether it's going to happen or not. So Agile is good. Agile is better. It can't, but we have to understand that every model which comes has its own usage limitations and constraints. How many of you have heard of Kanban? Yes. You have heard? Four years back, old fashioned हो गया. 4 साल पहले यूज किया था. Nokia phone है क्या? Nokia was, when was the last you used Nokia phone? I don't know. I'm still using it. Don't kill me when I'm outside this room now. Okay? Okay. So 4 years back she used Kanban. Anybody else? Is Kanban good? Achha, okay. Only one user? You have been? Okay. Kanban is telling that I want to see. जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. Kanban is all about visualization. Let me see who is doing what are the tasks, how to, pending, next day, another task. So visualization was a theme of Kanban. Now, you got Scrum, you got Kanban, you had some problems, then I thought I will make a khichdi. I didn't make it, people have made it. I'm just taking the message to you. Scrum is very much there. Whatever I'm going to tell, it's very much there in the Googles and the internet and the slides, and many trainings have happened on this. It's not the first time I'm training on this. But then I'm just trying to tell you the message that how hybrids are made and why hybrids are needed. The problem with Scrum is decoupling, the point which she said, of total scope into small iterations. Iterations have to be separated from one another, still be able to deliver value to the customer. Customer is the king. Scrum consumes time in sprint planning with changing sprint backlog. Scrum teams have to be cross-functional, and ideal burn charts are rare thing. Polishing the Scrum estimation is one of the hardest and the wasteful part. How many of you polish estimations? Plan क्यों बनता है sir? Anyone? Why are plans made? Yes, yourself. I identified one. Yes, the last. Huh? Why are rules made? Answer समझ में आ गया? समझ में आया कि नहीं? कितने बार प्लानिंग करते हैं और कितने बार नहीं? मैं एक बंदे के पास गया था. I was in yesterday night I came from Pune. Day first day I was in office. He was doing a test plan. Said, don't disturb me. I can't come and meet you. Why? Sir, I'm doing planning. Last week also you did planning. Sir, replanning है sir. तो next week क्या करोगे? Sir, Friday बताऊंगा. मतलब Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday he makes a plan, Tuesday he stays this, and Friday he will tell me that my plan which I made was wrong, and then again Monday he will make a plan. Then I say, don't do planning. Why are you using license, MP, Microsoft license, this license, SharePoint, all this nonsense? You're sending me slides, the old guy, 48-year-old guy, can't even see that MPP. You're straining my eyes, your eyes are good, my eyes are bad. 3 बार 4 बार प्लान चेंज कर दिया, फिर प्लान पे प्लान दिखा रहा है. Same thing happens with the guy who does design with me. Everybody has started using a jargon, and they have started taking my life for a ride. As a project manager or a process manager of a testing outfit, I am in a quandary today. What are these people doing? Everybody has become a religion in themselves. Designer, sir, ये project नहीं काम करेगा. क्यों भाई? क्यों नहीं काम करेगा? सर, इसका डिजाइन खराब है. तो पहले बोला होता, सर पहले बोला होता तो प्रोजेक्ट नहीं मिलता. कस्टमर था, उसके सामने थोड़ी बोल सकता हूं. बाद में बोलूंगा सर डिफेक्ट आने दीजिए. तो डिफेक्ट क्यों आना चाहिए? सर डिफेक्ट आएगी तभी तो L3 चलेगा, प्रोडक्शन सपोर्ट चलेगी, आप हम लोग को बाहर भेजेंगे, साइट पे भेजेंगे, बिजनेस चलती रहेगी. So I am coming to not only the problem in Scrum, I am coming to the problem in IT industry. I am sure, my major problem is we are doing many things for creating more problems. But see, you are all laughing, but I want to know why this laugh is for. Are you appreciating what I am saying? Please laugh then. You have appreciated, please laugh it. Design guy is telling that I will change my design 10 times. Planner is saying I will do my plan 10 times. The most interesting guy is my process guy, my SQA, who only does audit. And posts NCs, and he has a big tool to do NC. Company में tool की कमी नहीं है, NC का भी tool बना रहा है. मतलब, there are so many problems in the company. That is the reason you are making a tool. It is like going to a shopkeeper. What are you doing there? Sir, मैं complaint box बना रहा हूँ. Sir, अभी तो दुकान खोला है, complaint box बना रहे हो? A good shopkeeper should not make the complaint box. ऐसा माल बेचिए कि customer will come back and not the product. Quality is customer comes back and not the product. And what you guys are doing? You are first making a call center. कस्टमर आने के पहले ही कस्टमर केयर शुरू हो जाता है. कस्टमर प्लान के बाद 10 बार प्लान होता है, डिजाइन 10 बार होता है, अजाइल कर रहे हैं, वेलोसिटी, चार्ट्स, स्क्रम, विजुअल कार्ड्स, कानबान. व्हाट इज द आउटपुट? सर, ऑपरेशन इज सक्सेसफुल, पेशेंट इज डेड. Operation अच्छा गया. Agile compliance 100%. Aditya can come to my office and as a certifying ATA, he can tell I'm 100% compliant on Agile. I'm 100% compliant on waterfall. Any auditor can come. KPMG is in the room. Mr. Prasanth can come and certify me. I'm 100% CMI level 3. But my customer is crying. My customer is picking the phone late evening from Israel and barking at me. And I'm still telling him, don't worry, don't bark at me. You have got a celebrity. फिल्म जरूर हिट होगा. फिल्म कब हिट होता है? फिल्म कब हिट होती है? Any rough idea, please? Salman Khan. Good point. Film becomes a hit when you have Salman Khan or Rajnikant. Rajnikant add kar lo? Okay. Rajnikant or Salman Khan and any other person? Shah Rukh Khan. So what sells in Bollywood? Having a celebrity. What sells in quality world? You can't tell people to do anything they want. You have to convert them into a religion. They have to be converted. Otherwise, if they are not converted, Pope will lose his job, Shankaracharya will lose his job, and who else? This Maulana of in Delhi will lose Shafi. What is that? That guy will also lose his job. So there's a saying that Jesus came back alive and went to Vatican. And he told Pope, I am alive. Pope said, no, you go back. फिर मर जाओ. फिर क्रूसीफाई हो जाओ जैसा तुमने हुआ था 400 साल पहले. वापस मत आओ, तुम्हारे नाम पे मैं बहुत बड़ा धंधा कर रहा हूं. Christianity. So if I don't have models, if I don't have frameworks, if I don't have systems in place, I can't have followers. So what have we done in the last 26 years? Don't quote me wrongly. I am looking at this industry and quality evolution. In fact, I'm writing few books and papers on this, is that we are bracketing you into compartments. You start waterfall, it has a problem, don't worry, you will get agile. You have agile, don't problem, I'll give you Scrum plus Kanban. You have problem in Scrum plus Kanban, अगले साल फिर मैं यहीं पे आके और एक मॉडल लेके आ जाऊंगा, आपके सामने बोलूंगा. I have an answer to all your problems by forking out models पे models like तारीख पे तारीख. मॉडल की कोई कमी नहीं है. The industry is full of models. I don't know about manufacturing, I'm a software guy, but I'm very clear, friends, we have models for everything. And our models are solving only the short-term myopic problems. It is not solving the long-term problem, which is the only problem is the customer. और कस्टमर का परिभाषा क्या है? कष्ट से मरना. कस्टमर, देखिए बहुत सही बनाया उन लोगों ने, कस्टमर. अंग्रेजी ने भी सोच के बनाया, कस्टमर, कष्ट से मरो. It is happening. It is happening, my friends. So, employ heavy jurisdiction, employ your wisdom, employ your conventional thoughts when you go and stand and tell that I want to do something. Don't make it feel like a rocket science. But then, I was talking to my friend of KPMG, it is needed as a part of the contract. If you don't have CMI, you don't get contract. There was a time ISO was the hottest thing. I'm actually from the ISO days of 20 clauses, ISO 1987, then I think, correct me, Mr. Prasanth, 91 happened and 2000 happened. In 2008, Mr. Prasanth from KPMG is here, and he said that 2008, and I've been seeing the journey, the last model